Hi all, it's Rach from Spiritual and Angelic Guidance. I'm here to do a reading for Libra. Now this will be for the 11th to the 17th of July 2022. If you've seen my readings before, welcome back. Thanks for the support. If you haven't, welcome to my channel. I hope it resonates. If it does, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Don't forget, it is a general reading. It is not going to suit everyone out there. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Also, time can be fluid, energy can be vice versa, so keep that in mind. All right, I have pre-shuffled all these cards. Just do a few on camera. So I don't know whether someone needs to communicate. I've got a bit of a frog in my throat, so someone may need to communicate something. It's going to be way too many. Oh, sun dances, joyful activity, celebration of life and abundance. Somebody needs to have some boundaries. Okay, might get one more. One more for Libra. Positive expectations, clarity, joyful activity with the sun dances. There's abundance. I don't know whether you feel like you don't need boundaries with this person or whether possibly you don't have any. But I feel like it's more you don't need to. You don't need boundaries. You don't need to protect yourself. Like, I feel like this is a good situation. Trust your intuition, but you've also got the Swan Queen. And so you're doing a lot of work on yourself, which is really, really good. And I feel like there is a lot of fairness and balance in this situation. So yeah, like this is really, really a good read so far. Like, looks like things are turning around for you, Libra. Okay, you've got the dog and the bee and the bard on the bottom. I don't know whether you're creative or there's some sort of... You could be dealing with a water sign, somebody who has a lot of feelings and emotions. Maybe you're dealing with your feelings and emotions, but if it's not, it's also, I mean, I feel like you've had you've done this transformation. You've had an ending of some kind and you had to transform. So yeah, it could involve a water sign though. Okay, so as I said, yeah, you could be it's either somebody was sort of not really sort of telling the truth. They were sort of giving part truths, I want to say. Otherwise, it could be that you or your person is creative. Maybe there's that creative... But I feel like it's more... I mean, they may have something... Maybe you or your person has something to do with music or poetry or storytelling. There's some sort of talking. And that's funny because I just said to you, actually, I've just realized, I said somebody may not be speaking the truth. Now, part of that is you're telling part of the truth, but not the complete truth. I don't know whether you're hiding things from your person or what's going on, but there's something going on with your throat chakra because I feel it in my throat. Now, you had dog in reverse and the bee in reverse. I don't know why, if everything's okay and you've got these positive expectations and joyful activity and, you know, abundance and a celebration of life and all these really, you know, good things, I'm unsure why you've got the bee and the dog in reverse. Maybe you're just feeling like everything's going okay And at the same time, you haven't got your boundaries because you didn't feel like you needed to. You're your person. I don't know if this is something you're feeling more so than what it is. I don't know, but I just feel like somebody's not really telling the truth in this situation. Somebody feels like they have a lot of bad luck as well. And with the numbers 16, 6 and 1 is 7, challenges and obstacles. So maybe this was in the past, because it's like challenges and obstacles were bad luck. And so maybe that's part of the reason why you had to transform. So I think I'm seeing that in the past, this could have been a past situation. This is now where everything's going okay. This is like the past I'm getting. I mean, the past could have been yesterday for some people, could have been 5 minutes ago for some people, but I feel like everything is good right now. At the same time, I just feel like there was a lack of loyalty and a lack of sincerity. And it's number 19, which is 10. So it's like somebody didn't want to end something, but at the same time, they knew that somebody was telling part truths, like I said. So because of that, you know, something had to happen. There had to be fairness. There had to be balance. There had to be transformation. There had to be all of these things because something needed to change. It couldn't keep going the way it was going. Somebody also had a lack of discipline, I want to say. And you've got 37 there. 7 and 3 is 10. It's also the same. It's also like you, and it's in reverse. You didn't want to have some sort of ending. And I don't know if somebody went into this feeling like they had a lot of positive expectations and then they felt like they were let down. You've got peace. There's something unexpected happened. Somebody, I felt like, needed to deal with, wisdom and darkness. They needed to deal with that shadow side. They needed to deal with a few things that maybe they had to deal with. More of like depression, anxiety, all those sort of things. Now, I feel like you didn't want to have a new beginning, or somebody didn't want to have a new beginning. But there was something unexpected. And that was a bit of an obstacle because it wasn't, maybe this person walked away or you walked away. You didn't realize really what you felt for this person and how they made you feel. And, you know, you enjoyed being with them. I feel like they made you feel calm. They brought you peace. And maybe they felt okay about this ending as well. Like they knew that you hadn't dealt with, or vice versa, you knew they hadn't dealt with this dark side that they needed to deal with. That somebody's patience paid off, I feel like. Without this person, you felt very lonely and secluded. And you could have closed off for a while, disconnected from everyone. You had to go within, and I feel like you had to look at your dark side. You had to look at how this person made you feel, what it is you wanted for your life. And that's why transformation came in, because something needed to change. The answer is yes. Something had to change for a new beginning, number one. Like you guys are like best friends. You're like soulmates. You're very devoted and you appreciate each other. you know, it's like unconditional love, romance, you know, all these things. And I feel like it was just about the right timing. It was just about, you know, I mean, this card's all about abundance and hope and wish granted and all these things. Something had to change, and I feel like once it did, or once it does, wherever you are in this situation, it's like accomplishment. Number 9, you are going to get what you want, but it's just things needed to change first. Okay, let's get a few tarot. Yeah, boundaries, courage. The 9 of Wands, a test of faith, standing firm. Somebody stood firm in what they wanted. And, you know, there was faith and they had courage. This was a test of faith as to whether, I guess, this other person could and really wanted this relationship. But I feel like somebody returned. This is about lover returns. You know, it's about putting the past in the past, but that's because somebody had to transform. So you came back together and you had a passionate start. It could be engaged to this person. It could just be a high level of commitment, or it could just be that you decided that you wanted to be with this person, so you got back with them. Somebody was definitely stubborn. But there was something to do with a lack of material goods on somebody's behalf. So whether somebody didn't have as much money, or they weren't as loyal, or somebody was being a bit stubborn about letting go of, you know, or wanting something that they don't have. But then something started to happen, and this is probably where the transformation, like, you've done some transformation, maybe this was the second transformation you had to do. Yeah, I just feel like previously it was like this test of faith, because firstly somebody was more about the materialistic and maybe you didn't have what they wanted, but at the same time things had to happen, manifestations, you know, putting that out there, also you having to go forward and actually make some changes. Somebody wasn't, I feel like, not playing by the rules. With the 5 of Swords, somebody was being deceptive in this situation, and I feel like that's part of what had to change. Somebody felt like they were, you know, like a victim. They were playing a bit of a drama queen. Yeah, like, I feel like the person that was feeling like they don't have all those materialistic, maybe you felt like you didn't have that. Maybe you felt like you don't have what this person wanted in, you know, for a security. Okay, so they want me to say it all came back to you having to make swift progress. You having to make some changes. You're your person, right? I'm just saying you in this situation. But things had to change. That's what this whole read's about. Because you were not playing by the rules, or your person, whoever this was not playing by the rules. They were being abusive. They were hostile. There was conflict. Something happened. They weren't being that honest. but they weren't taking any action either. They were just kind of playing the victim, living a life where you didn't have anything, you know, really, you know, you're probably couch surfing or, you know, something like that. You weren't really taking any action to make any changes. But yeah, I just feel like you knew you were doing something. You were being stubborn. There was something you didn't want to get rid of or stop doing, or whatever change you needed to make, you didn't want to. That was part of this darkness that I spoke about. But you had to have, you know, it was a test of faith. You had, like, whether you really wanted to have this situation, this relationship, this life, better life, and whether you wanted to leave the past behind so you could come together with this person and have a passionate start. Yeah, you had to make amends. There had to be a compromise. Because look, you've got the Lovers. This is a soulmate or a, you know, you tried to avoid. You didn't want to have to make these changes, but you wanted this person. So it feels like you had to make some changes. But you were definitely being stubborn doing so. Let's get some information. So Five of Swords, tell me about that. Yeah, maybe somebody didn't see the red flag, or they did and they had to really consider what they wanted in this situation. Maybe they doubted themselves a lot, but they did know. This person did know. Okay, tell me about why you felt stuck. Eight of Swords. Has something to do with your temper. You needed to learn patience. You needed to learn to be more calm. And it was about right timing as well, because good things take time. Why? What was the test of faith? The Nine of Wands. The exact same cards. I feel like it was depression for a lot of you as well, because you were like living to fight another day. You felt like you were inadequate. As I said, I feel like it had something to do with your finances, but this person loved you regardless of, you know, what you had. All right, that's what I have for you. Libra, I hope that resonates. If it does, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you with the next read. Okay, bye.